Hello guys, Pablo here. Welcome to the new lesson. We're going to keep on going with our wishlist plugin, and what we'll be looking into on this lesson is how to use Ajax in WordPress. I'm going to explain briefly what Ajax is. I'll start by saying that when normally if you type a URL address, you will have a full page loading, right? Same as when you click on a link. An entire website is loaded onto your browser. But sometimes you can also carry out requests to the server without reloading the entire page. For example, if I start to type something on Google, we're going to see the instant search, which is basically information from the server that's being retrieved in an asynchronous way. So that's what Ajax stands for. It stands for Asynchronous JavaScript and XML. That's loaded from the server that comes back to you without a full page reload. Having said that, what we'll be doing throughout this lesson is add a widget here that says Add to Wishlist, and that will carry out an asynchronous request to the server. Let's get started. We'll begin where we left last time, with the admin settings part finished. And I'm going to start by creating the widget and giving it the corresponding fields for the appearance widget form. Since we already had an entire lesson about that subject, and this is almost the same, I'm going to go a bit quicker. And nonetheless, it's good like in case you forgot what it was like, it'll be good to see it again. So we start by calling the action widgets init. We define this widget init method. I'm just going to add it in here. And this refers a certain object that we are yet to create, that will be the widget class. The widget class here, as you see, it inherits from a base widget class that comes with WordPress. And this widget class will have four main components, in some initiation code, the form method, which shows the form to the user in the appearance widget page, and saving that form, of course, and lastly, showing the widget to the end user. Let's get started with the constructor, which is this one, and it will have some widget options and the IDs for CSS, the class for CSS of the widget. Now I'm going to add the form method, which is going to be pretty much the same as we did in the other example. The only field that we have here is the title, which is wishlist by default. We're going to escape that before showing it to the user. And I'm also adding now the update method, so that the user can change this default title. And what the final user will see is this widget method, which has as arguments an instance. That's the current instance of the widget. We extract these parameters. We call the corresponding filters for the title, if there's any. And we are only going to show these for single posts, because we want to be adding single posts. So that's how we're going to check for that. Now I'm going to show, print out the opening of the container and the title area, along with the actual title and the closing part of the title area. Also, I'm just going to close the widget container. And in here, I'm just going to print out a link. So this link is just a span and an A tag, and all it says is add to wishlist. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't take you anywhere. let's just make sure this is all working. If I reload the page, I have this add to wishlist link on the article, and if I go to the widgets page, I can drag this widget around. It's already put it here, and we can modify the title if that's what we want. So it's all working fine, and we now need to look into the actual Ajax part.